And welcome back inside the Extra Point here on WEGO 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio is Carter Bird, Devin Foreman, and Jack Hart. As now we get ready for one of our favorite segments here on the Extra Point, and that is with UniForm Factor, which has a new 26-second intro that I don't know anything about. So just hold on tight for this.
Let me be in there.
Now, form factor is a term I learned in my occupational safety and ergonomics class.
Does powder blue ever look bad, ever?
Absolutely not.
I can't name one team.
That's the worst helmet I've ever seen.
I mean, part of the fun of throwbacks is that we're all in on the joke that they look terrible.
Bird is awful, but the jerseys themselves are sick.
Dude, this is clean, man. Hey, when they rocking these?
Any thoughts on this Browns-Broncos matchup, Carter?
The game itself?
The uniforms.
UniForm Factor. I mean,
That's right. Yeah, it's the one segment we take a break from the
Hey,
game.
you got me in there.
Talk about the uniforms.
Hey, you got me in there.
well,
I need to say something more memorable so I can be right in there again. Let's go.
well, here's first thing up.
I wonder what the intro's
Oh,
gonna look like next year.
I messed up. So here we go. UniForm Factor. Jack, what's the first one up?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a
First one up is it's about that time of the year when we get to talk about one-off crazy minor league baseball promotions. And the first one up is the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, who are pretty much known for having crazy alternate uniforms. And this year is no exception. Well, they will be rocking a video game night uniform featuring a blackout look with a pixelated cap logo and all kinds of classic video game inspired 8-bit art all over their uniform, from it look like a Galaga spaceship on the bill of the cap to some Mario fireballs all over the shirt.
Wait, they're on the bill.
so their whole stick is we're goofy.
Yes, this is the team that has played a game in uniforms that look like
They're
Lederhosen. They've also played a game as the Wisconsin Udder-Tuggers. So that's about all you need to know about this team.
Utter Tuggers.
Wait, hang on. What was the one before that one?
They
The Utter Tuggers.
they wore
Get it?
they wore basically plaid baseball jerseys that looked like plaid shirts with suspenders and beige pants to look like Lederhosen.
And then what was
The
was
Wisconsin
was their stomachs pink?
No. They had a more traditional uniform for the less traditional name. But yeah, that's how they get people to come out to single A baseball in Wisconsin, apparently. But on the right side of the graphic, I'll also have their normal jerseys, because I think they kind of look like discount Diamondbacks, but I think that's about all you can ask out of them. So that is a interesting promotion that I hope to see some game-worn photos of in the summer.
I feel like they would
I
lose,
like that black,
they would
though.
lose more money having this promotion and having to make the jerseys than they would make
oh, no.
out of ticket sales of people coming to look at the Utter Tuggers or whatever.
Hey, I want some Utter Tuggers merch.
Yeah, I do know that usually in these situations where it's a one-off, the players will autograph the jerseys and then they auction them off. That happened when I went to Top Gun night at a Pensacola Blue Wahoos game where they had Top Gun jerseys.
Wasn't it the Biscuits that had Back to the Future night?
They did. They had Back to the Future night, and they also have a faux back uniform inspired by Forrest Gump. So minor league baseball is a fun time.
It is a fun time.
I don't think baseball is dumb.
Jesus, bud.
I mean, but you don't like this one at all? Like,
The black clean, though. For real.
To be honest, when Jack told us about the pixelated W, at first I just thought Jack pulled the worst picture of a W ever off the internet. But no, this looks horrendous. This is stupid.
well, what about the Blue Claws, Jack?
We are bringing down the value of baseball. by
Well,
doing-
just you haven't seen anything yet, because
Oh, God.
up next, the Lakeland Blue Claws of Maryland. It was bound to happen eventually. They will be playing their home games in 2020 on Wednesday nights as the Lakeland Whiteclaws, wearing a jersey inspired by the infamous now hard seltzer can.
What is that?
What is what?
It's a White Claw.
It is
Call me when Bryce Brown hits a 3 for the whatever the heck.
They're the Red
Claws.
Claws. Wait, what?
Like a. Oh my God.
When they do the same promotion for Bryce Brown's G League team.
You know what though? This color, I like that. I can wear that. I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, so they're
I can wear that though. You know, I'm looking at stuff I can wear.
They're
Right?
literally just taking blue off the front where it says Blue Claws, and they're just gonna call themselves the Whiteclaws.
Yep. Yeah,
Do they have
if
to
you-
pay like royalties to?
Well, I think that
There's
looks.
White Claw paying money to them to be called the White Claws.
That's far enough away from the actual White Claw logo, but I think they can get away with it. I mean, they're not really. It is a white claw,
I mean,
but
what
it's
are
not
they?
a white claw.
Intramural softball team?
Jesus.
Ooh, we should have a softball team.
I'm outfield.
Yeah. So the
I
blue,
don't.
the Blue
I-
Claws have gotten creative with
You're
their
not
name.
invited.
Carter just can't be our coach. He ain't gonna believe in us.
You could be the catcher. Cause you know you play catcher for baseball.
Jared, I
Yeah.
completely got your joke.
This man can't be our coach, bro.
That's what the logo looks like. Blue Claws.
You know what? Hey, can you like get these shirts? I like this one for real.
Yeah, can we order Devin some?
I
got an
mean,
outfit.
I can't. They're losing out if they don't make
We
these
are-
available to the public.
I am gonna reach out to some of the XFL Auburn players and see if we can get signed merch. So the first one we're gonna get into Battle Hogs.
And say at our favorite fan.
Yeah, at our favorite fan, Carter Bird.
Not to me, at me. They're angrily signing at me.
We'll see what we can do on that. But
Give me a foul one, Jack. Give me a foul.
can we buy White Claw merch?
I don't know if it's not available yet, and I don't know if it will be, but
Is it
they're,
in the Brit budget?
they're frankly losing out if they don't
Nothing's
make
in the
this available to
budget
the public.
anymore.
Because, I mean, all jokes aside, that's a pretty cool looking jersey. I have to say it. White Claws or the Blue Claws now have a good look, despite having a red jersey for some reason as the Blue Claws.
All right, Jack. Up
Give
next.
me something good, Jack. Give me something good.
This looks like the baseball stuff.
Yeah, so if you just want to flip back and forth between these last slides, if you can make that happen. If you can't, that's fine. But 2020 spring training, as I said, is just about a week away, and as such, New Era have released the batting practice and the clubhouse caps for all 30 clubs. Batting practice caps will be worn with the spring training uniforms, and the clubhouse caps are a new edition of caps that are probably going to be worn in post-game interviews and the like, probably more off-the-field appearances. And the theming with these is that the clubhouse caps are usually throwback uniforms. They're a rubberized logo that has been ironed onto kind of a mesh cap, so very dry fit, not easiest on the eyes, but it's an interesting take. And the batting practice caps, well, these are something else. They are the word mark, the traditional home cap for the team with the logo of the team infused into it, essentially a window into the logo through the lens of the team's home cap. So there's some winners and there's some losers, and we pulled up a couple of our favorites to take a closer look at.
I just want everybody to see.
As far as the clubhouse hats go, I was all the way bought in until you said that it was a rubber logo
Hey,
ironed onto a mesh
that's the
hat.
one I
and I'm
like.
out.
That's the one you like?
That's the one I
It
like.
like somebody spilled black paint on the
I like that
the
one.
White Sox's hat.
I like that one. That's
What
that's
are you
lit.
looking at?
Do you not see that?
That looks terrible.
No, it doesn't, man. That's lit, bro. I'm going to get that one.
He
Yes.
has bad fashion taste.
So a couple of these, the clubhouse caps
I
are an
need some
interesting
more.
mix of current
You heard
logos,
me.
alternate logos, and throwback logos. And as far as the batting practice caps, I think about 5 of these look good, and the other 25 I wouldn't be bothered if I never saw them again. I'll give a shout out to these 4 that I have pulled up here. Tampa for going all in on the powder blue because, as we know, powder blue never looks bad. Houston for going with
The Tampa looks good.
the tequila sunrise rainbow on the Houston H and star. I think that looks pretty
What?
cool. The Seattle
Hey,
Mariners.
we all quit fighting. I'm trying to
okay,
talk
that's literally what
uniforms.
all 3 of you guys do.
I'm
Like,
trying to talk uniforms here.
I will turn your mic off.
the Mariners, who have the compass baseball inside of the M Compass logo, which I think makes for a really cool look. And lastly, the Toronto Blue Jays, who put the Blue Jay head inside of the maple leaf, which I think that looks so good that I wouldn't be mad if they made that their full-time cap logo, because that looks really cool and I think better than what they have rocking right now. So if anything, these have provided for a little more color, a little more flair, and a little more excitement in the cages before the game. And hopefully we'll see some interesting spring training shirts to go with them here in the coming weeks.
He said turn it off, so
The Cardinals.
he's going with the Cardinals.
The
He said the
Cardinals
Cardinals one
suck.
sucks.
The Brewer one is terrible.
Terrible. The Braves one sucks.
The Brave one is kind of weird, but it is what it is. I kind of like the A's. I kind of like the A's. Actually, scratch that. The A's one suck. Big fan of the Nationals.
Tricolor looks good.
I love the Minnesota one.
Love the Minnesota one.
Minnesota one's nice.
Minnesota is nice.
The A's one's terrible.
A's terrible.
Terrible.
I kind of like Texas.
Texas kind of like it. It's kind of straight. Colorado. I like it. The turn my boy Mike on.
He's the one that asked for it off.
No, you said
I'm turning your mic off, and you said do it. So I
that's
did it.
not. At what point is that me asking you to do it?
You said do it, so I did
It's
it.
not a,
No,
that's
no.
Not,
You
that's
said
not a
do it.
question.
Jared. Oh my God.
Yes, Devin.
Man.
Do you want to run the show quarter? All right, we'll switch.
Thank God.
We'll switch. We're gonna go to our quick commercial break, and when we come back,
Carter be
Or-
your dashing, whatever he got to say. Because I'm pretty sure he gonna say handsome and stuff like Jared. But hey,
we're gonna go ahead and head to our quick commercial break. And when we come back, it is the NBA you're watching. I'm listening to your boy here on WGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV.